to this week's sensory story of the Three Little Pigs. This is brought to you by Ignition and their Create Family Days. So the story is broken up into sections, so you can choose if you want to do one section, a couple of sections, or all of the sections at the same time to tell the whole story. So before we get started on that storytelling, we need to do a warm-up to get our bodies ready and get our imaginations ready. So to do this, we're going to pretend that we are the big bad wolf from the story of the Three Little Pigs. And we're going to stretch and huff and puff at the same time to get ourselves warmed up and ready for storytelling. So if you want to, you can join in with the actions. If you want to, you can also join in with the huffing and puffing. First of all, we're going to stretch up as high as we can as we huff and puff. Off we go. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff. Great. This time we're going to go to the sides. Off we go. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff. This time we're going to go forwards. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff. This time we're going to go down to the ground. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff. Brilliant. Have a good shake, wolves. Have a good shake. And then standing tall, we're going to do it one more time. This time a little bit faster, and we're going to put all the actions together. So we're going to go up, to the sides, forwards, and down to the ground. Standing tall. Off we go. Huff, puff, 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 huff, puff. Oh, goodness me. I think we've got ourselves nice and warm and ready to tell the story. Now we need some objects from around your home to help with telling the story. Don't worry if you can't get all of them, it's fine, you can use your imaginations for the ones that you don't have. Now this week's objects are, first of all, a spoon. It could be a wooden spoon, it could be a teaspoon, it doesn't matter what sort of spoon it is or how big it is. If you've got a spoon, can you give it a shake for me? Shake your spoon. We also need a bowl. A bowl. So it could be a plastic bowl, it doesn't matter again, the size, colour is not important. Put the bowl on your head and just move from side to side. Bowl on the head. So a spoon, a bowl. We also need an empty toilet roll tube, or it could be a kitchen roll tube, like this, an empty one. So if you've got one, can you look through it like it's a telescope? See what you can see through your toilet roll tube. Great. We also need this week a sock. Oh, cheesy. It doesn't matter what colour, what size the sock is, you just need one sock. And we also need a paintbrush, or it could be a pencil. If you don't have either, you can use your finger for that bit, it's fine, a paintbrush or a pencil. Then we need a square of paper about this big. It can be a bit of old magazine, a bit of newspaper, a bit of scrap paper, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. We also need a sheet or a blanket, hopefully a little bit bigger than mine, a sheet or a blanket. And last of all, for telling our story, we need one cushion. So if you need to pause the video now to go and collect those, you can do that. And then when we're ready with all our objects together, we're going to tell the story of the Three Little Pigs. Everybody, welcome to my home. I am Mummy Pig, and I'd like all of you to pretend that you are the Three Little Pigs. Now, Three Little Pigs, today is a very important day because you are going to say goodbye and go off into the world to build your own homes. But before you go, I think it's important that we have some breakfast in our tummies so that we've got energy for the day. So I'd like you to pick up your spoon and your bowl, and we're going to get our breakfast ready by mixing it. So when I say quickly, I'd like you to mix your breakfast quickly, and when I say slowly, I'd like you to mix your breakfast slowly. If you want to, you could also say mix, 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 mix as you mix, or you can just do the mixing. Okay, we're going to start off quickly. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 and stop. This time we're going to mix our breakfast very slowly. Off we mix. Mix, 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 stop. And again, we're going to mix our breakfast very quickly. Mix, 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 and stop. This time we're going to mix our breakfast very slowly. Here we go. Mix, 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 and stop. Okay, little pigs. Ooh, I think that breakfast is ready. So like a little pig, can you eat up the breakfast as quickly as you can? As quick as you can. There's still a little bit left. Make sure you get all of it. But little pigs, you'll never believe it. We're still hungry. We need to make some more breakfast. So this time we are going to put in our little pig voices and give them a chew. Get your little pig voice ready. And if you want to, you can use your little pig voice to say mix, mix, mix. We are going to mix quickly. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 and stop. Now we're going to mix slowly. Here we go. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 and stop. And one more time with your little pig voices if you want to. Quickly. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 and stop. And now, little pigs, eat up your second bowl of breakfast. Off we go. Quick as you can. Little pigs, please put down your bowl and your spoon. Because now it is time to say goodbye to Mummy Pig, because you are going to go off into the world to build your own homes. So we're going to stretch up high and say goodbye, Mummy Pig, if you want to join in with that. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. To the sides. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. In front. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. Down low. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. One more time up high. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. To the sides. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. In front. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. Down low. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. And then last of all, wave wherever you want to. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. I'm going to wave up here. I'm going to wave down here. Up here and down here. Goodbye, Mummy Pig. And the three little pigs open the door of Mummy Pig's house and close the door. And were on their way. And as they went to find a place to build their new houses, they sang the Little Pig song. Now you can join in with the marching, and if you want to, you can join in with the singing. So get ready to march. It goes just like this. We're off to build our houses. We're off to build our houses. We'll make them big, we'll make them strong. We're off to build our houses. Let's do that again if you want to join in with the marching or the singing or both. We're off to build our houses. We're off to build our houses. We'll make them big, we'll make them strong. We're off to build our houses. And one more time, but a little bit faster. We're off to build our houses. We're off to build our houses. We'll make them big, we'll make them strong. We're off to build our houses. The little pigs travelled, 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 until the first little pig found the perfect spot to build their house. Hello! I'm the first little pig, and I've decided to build my house out of straw. Now I found the perfect spot just here. So little pigs, what we need to do first of all is pat down the ground to make it flat so that we can build our house. So can you pat down the ground in front of you? If you want to, you can join in with the sound as well. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat, pat. Make sure it's really flat so we've got a good surface to build our house. Pat, 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 pat. Great. We're ready to get building. So I'd like you to pick up your paintbrush or your pencil, or you can use your finger. And we are going to paint or draw a picture of our house made of straw. To do that, we need to draw a piece of paper in the air in front of us. So join in with the actions, and if you want to, the sounds. Now, on your piece of paper in front of you, you're going to paint or draw a picture of your straw house. And if you'd like to, you can describe your house as you're painting or drawing it. Okay, let's get painting and drawing. Okay, my house is a square shape. What shape is your house? I'm going to put a roof on. What else do we need to put on a house, do you think? Windows. Okay, let's put some windows on. I'm going to have 4. How many windows are you going to put on your house as you paint it? Okay, great. What else do we need? A doorway. Okay, so let's paint a door on the front. And you could paint a number on. Mine's the number 3. And I'm going to paint some flowers in the garden. If you're painting flowers, what colour are you painting? And then I'm going to paint, last but not least, a chimney at the top. There we go, the house is painted. It's ready to build. So to build our house, we're going to use our paintbrush or our pencil to lay the straw. And this is the action we're going to do from side to side. Now, if you want to, you can join in with the sound that we make as we lay the straw. And we're going to do all the walls of our houses and also the roof of our house. Here we go, from side to side. That's one wall done. Turn to the side, we're going to do the second wall. That's the second wall done. We're going to do the third wall. Turn to the back. And then turn to the side to do the fourth wall. Then stretch up as high as you can. Do the roof. The pig was so happy with the house of straw that they had built that they sat down with a big smile on their face and decided to have a drink. Can you get your empty toilet roll tube and we're going to have a drink? Oh, what have you got to drink? I've got orange juice in mine. What have you got? But then the little pig heard a sound from outside the house. Rushing to look out of the window, the little pig saw the big bad wolf. Now, I'd like you all to pretend that you're now the big bad wolf. And we are going to make the moves that the wolf makes coming towards the house. And if you want to, you can join in with the words that the wolf says. So I'll go first and then you can join in with me. So get your wolf paws ready. Little pig, let me come in. Let's do that again. Little pig, let me come in. And again. Little pig, let me come in. Last time. Little pig, let me come in. Now the little pig was very, very afraid, but the little pig called out. And you can join in, little pigs. No, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. No, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. No, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. I will not let you in, big bad wolf. But the big bad wolf came back to the window and called out to the little pig. So you can make yourselves into your wolves again. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Once more, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And that is exactly what the wolf did. So can you get your toilet roll tube and pretend you're the wolf? And we're going to huff and puff down the tubes. If you want to, you can have a howl as well. Huff, puff, huff, puff. Huff, puff, huff, puff. And the wolf blew the little pig's house down. The little pig ran to catch up with the other little pig who had decided to build their house out of wood. So now, little pigs, we're going to build a house out of wood. So when you hear me say the sound saw and you see me hold the saw here, I'd like you to do a sawing action as if you're sawing some wood like this, getting ready to build your house of wood. And if you want to, you can make the sounds of the saw. So when you see saw, when you hear me say hammer and you see me hold up my hammer, we are going to do a hammering action like this, as if we're hammering to make our wooden house. And you can, if you want to, add on some sounds. Tap, 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 tap for hammer. And the last one, when you hear me say sand and you see me hold up the sandpaper. Now, sandpaper is used to rub on wood to get rid of any sharp bits that might give you splinters. So when I say sand, we're going to use our hand to sand the wood. And if you want to, you can join in with whoosh, 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 whoosh. So I'm going to mix up the orders a bit so you won't know which one is coming next. Which one are we going to start with? Here we go. Sand. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Hammer. Tap, 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 tap. Ready? Hammer. Tap, 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 tap. Saw. Sand. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Saw. Hammer. Tap, 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 tap. Last one. Sand. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And the house of wood was built. The little pig was very happy and sat down. Can you sit down looking very happy? And decided to have a drink to celebrate. So can you get your toilet roll tube? What have you got to drink this time? I've got some water in mine because I'm very thirsty. Glug, 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 glug. Glug, 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 glug. Glug, 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 glug. But at that moment, the little pig heard a sound coming from outside the house. What's the sound? That's it. It was the wolf. The wolf came closer to the little pig's house and called out. Now you know what to do. Join in with me now if you want to. You can do the actions or the words or both. Little pig, let me come in. Little pig, let me come in. Little pig, let me come in. Last time. Little pig, let me come in. Now the little pig was very afraid and called out to the big bad wolf. You can join in with me, little pigs, if you'd like to, with the actions or the words or both. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. No, 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 not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. The wolf crept closer to the house and called out, join in with me right now, wolves. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Last time I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The wolf did exactly that. So wolves, now can you get your toilet roll tube and we're going to huff and puff, and if you want to you can howl like a wolf too. Puff, huff, puff, hoo, huff, puff. And the little pig's house of wood was blown down to the ground. The little pig ran and was able to catch up with the third pig who had decided to build their home from bricks. So now I'd like you to pick up your cushion, and we're going to use our cushion as if it is our bricks to build our house of bricks. And I'd like to see, can you, we've got a long way to carry these bricks to get them to the right spot for the house, can you balance the cushion on your head and walk around with the cushion balanced on your head? Can you balance those bricks on your head? Oh, don't worry if you have a little wobble, and don't worry if it falls off, you can just pick it up and pop it back on. See if you can balance the bricks on your head. Great balancing. Oh, a little bit more. And can you bend down and up with it balanced on your head? See if you can get it to stay balanced on your head. Great balancing. And one more bend. Can we get it to stay there? Fantastic. This time, see if you can balance the bricks on one hand. Can you balance the bricks on one hand and walk around the room with them balanced on one hand? Oh, can you hold them up high? Go up as high as you can and hold them down, whoop, down low as you can. And up high with your bricks and down low with your bricks. And one more time, hold your bricks up high and down low with your bricks. Okay, this time, can you carry your bricks on your back and crawl around the room with your bricks balanced on your back? Oh, I'm going to balance my bricks on my back and then crawl around the room with the bricks balanced on your back. Like I said, don't worry if they fall off, just pick them up, those bricks. That's it, crawl around with them balanced on your back. Great. Crawl around. Ooh, we're almost ready to build that house. And the last one, can you balance your bricks on one leg in front of you? Put your leg out and see if you can balance your bricks. Whoa! Whoa! It's tricky to balance. See if you can balance your bricks on that leg. Woo! And then pick up your bricks and we are going to build our brick house. So when you're ready, join in with me. We're going to go ding, 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 ding. And the house of bricks was built. Pig number 3 was very happy with the house of bricks, so sat down and decided to have a drink after all that work. So get your toilet roll tube and have a drink. Ooh, what are you drinking this time? I've got some apple juice. What have you got? One more time. But then the little pig heard a sound from outside the house. It was the wolf. Going to the window, the little pig saw the wolf coming closer and closer and closer. The little pig stayed inside the house as the wolf got closer. So you can pretend to be the wolves, and for the last time, join in with me if you like to, the actions or the words or both. Little pig, let me come in. Little pig, let me come in.
little pig, let me come in. Last time, little pig, let me come in.
The pig was afraid but did not open the door. And the pig cried out. Again, join in with the actions and the words if you want to, whichever ones you'd like to. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. And the wolf cried.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Now what I'd like you to do is get your blanket or sheet, and if you hold one edge and then get someone else to hold the other edge, so all four corners are being held. Then if you get your piece of paper, this is going to be the house of bricks, and I'd like you to put it on top of your blanket. Now when the wolf huffs and puffs quickly, we're going to shake the blanket quickly, but when the wolf huffs and puffs slowly, we're going to shake the blanket very slowly with the brick house on the top. So for quickly, we will have quick music, and for slowly, we will have slow music. Okay, get ready, get that house on the blanket. Off we go. Quickly. Three, 2, 1, and stop. The wolf carried on to huff and puff but was getting a bit tired, so this time slowly, very slowly move that house on the blanket. The wolf started to really huff and puff, so move very quickly, as quick as you can. Shake that house on the blanket. Three, 2, 1, and stop. The wolf was getting tired, so this time very slowly, slow and gentle shaking of the house. One last time, the wolf started to blow very quickly. So shake that house very quickly. Three, 2, 1, and stop. But no matter how much the wolf huffed and how much the wolf puffed, the house stood strong. The house was still standing strong, but the wolf was not going to give up, so decided to climb onto the roof of the house to go down the chimney. So now we're going to pretend that we're the wolves, and we're going to climb up onto the roof of the house. Can you climb up? Climb up with me. Climb up onto the roof of the house. That's it. Keep climbing. And then pull yourself up onto the roof of the house. And now here's the chimney here. We're going to count to 3. If you want to count, you can join in. You don't have to. It's up to you. And on 3, we're going to jump down the chimney. 1, 2, 3. Jump down the chimney. And again, let's jump down the chimney. 1, 2, 3. Jump down the chimney. And again, we're going to jump down the chimney after 3. 1, 2, 3. Jump down the chimney. And one last time, we're going to jump down the chimney.
1, 2, 3. Jump down the chimney.
Now, in the house, the little pig had seen the wolf climbing up onto the roof, so decided to get a bowl of water. So if you've got your bowl, can you put it on the floor in front of you? And the little pig decided to heat up the bowl of water, so when the wolf landed in the bowl, they would be really hot and run away. So get your bowl of water. Then if you've got a sock, I'd like you to put your hand just in the first bit of sock like this, so it looks a bit like this. And we're going to use this to make our fire. So with your sock on your hand, you're going to make fire around your bowl. So shake it around. Shake it as fast as you can. Shake it all around to get the flames of the fire. And listen to the sounds of the sock. It sounds a little bit like fire as it blows in the breeze. And the fire's getting hotter and hotter. Okay, test the water. Is it hot enough yet? Oh, it's not quite hot enough. So make your fire go even faster around the bowl. Even faster around the bowl. That's it. Get that fire burning. Oh, let's test the water. Is it hot enough? Not quite yet. So one last time. Get that fire burning all around you. Can you wave the fire around you? Wave it all around. Get the fire burning. And then test the water. Ow! Oh, it's definitely hot enough. So take the sock off your hand. Now we are going to pretend to be the wolves. As the wolf lands in the hot, hot water, they start to dance around a bit. When I call out a different part of our bodies, we're going to shake that part of our body to get rid of the hot, hot water. Okay, so get yourselves ready, wolves. We're going to jump into the hot, hot water. Hands! Shake your hands to get rid of the hot, hot water off your hands. Oh, shake your hands. Oh, get rid of that water. Feet! Shake your feet to get rid of the hot, hot water, wolves. Get rid of the hot, hot water. And elbows. Can you shake your elbows to get rid of the hot, hot water? That's it. And your heads. Shake your head from side to side. Get rid of the hot, hot water. And your hips. Shake your hips from side to side to get rid of the hot, hot water. That's it. Get rid of it. And your bottoms. Shake your bottoms to get rid of the hot, hot water. And the wolf was so surprised, the wolf ran away. So as fast as you can on the spot, can you run, 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 run? Run away from the little pigs. Woo! And the wolf ran into the distance and was never seen again. And the little pigs, 1, 2, and 3, were able to live happily ever after in the house made out of strong bricks. So thank you very much, everybody, for helping to tell the story of the 3 little pigs.